You know, a lot of people work out on Monday, probably more so on Monday than the rest of the week. But, you know, a lot of times you got to figure out what you're going to do for your workout. So that's why we like to bring in folks to talk about exercising. You exercise more than me, Tim. You take the stairs every day, and I say more power to you. But for a lot of folks, it's a decision. What do you do when you go to the gym?
And to handle this, you know, some people say, well, you know, yoga's the way to go. Other people say, well, hitting the gym is the way to go. Who better to bring in and ask about this than a fitness expert?
There you go. Warren Honeycutt joins us today. Hey, good morning, Warren. How are you?
Good morning.
All right.
How are you guys?
We're good. We're pretty sedentary today. Like I said, Tim came up about 4 flights of stairs. I parked far back in the parking lot, but otherwise we'd have to get up like at 2:30 to exercise. So early morning exercise doesn't happen for us, but a lot of folks are headed to their place of workout right now. What's the best choice today? A class like a yoga or a Pilates, or should you go work hard in the gym?
Actually, the best choice is the one you enjoy the most. And I encourage people all the time to find something that you enjoy being active at. And that's the primary reason and the primary thing that you need to keep in mind. Now, again, it depends on your goals. If your goals are to tone, shape, and trim as quickly as you can, then resistance training is just almost impossible to beat. Yoga is great for strength and stretching and flexibility. And anything else that just gets you active, riding a bike, walking, swimming, tennis, whatever it might be.
Now, Warren Honeycutt joining us this morning, and Karen's line, by the way, she's standing in there in the Warrior 2 pose while standing by the microphone. So don't let her fool you on this. Now, as someone that has been in competitions before, I know you were a 6-time Mr. America finalist, and you've written this book called Get Lean for Life. Is there even a healthy balance? Can yoga and the gym coexist?
Yes, absolutely. As a matter of fact, I would recommend if people enjoy the resistance training, Tim, or yoga, to switch it back and forth. That way you don't get bored, and more importantly, your body doesn't get adjusted to what your routine is.
Very interesting. Now, I have a friend who teaches a cycling class, and she's always a spin class. I'm sorry, is what I should call it. And she's all the time trying to get me to go to her spin class, which just hurts just thinking about, to be honest. I don't know. I just think about, those people. People line up for her class. Becky, by the way, at Lifetime Fitness. But everybody lines up for her class because it's just such an exciting class. And she gets people really excited about exercise. And I think for a lot of people, it's hard to get excited about exercise.
It honestly is, Karen. In my mind, the biggest thing that people need to understand prior to doing anything is to sit down for 5 minutes and have a talk with yourself and ask yourself, what do I want to accomplish here, and what is the reason and the why that I want to be engaged? And a lot of people, group activities like spin class, aerobics, or any step aerobics, etc., is great because you have the fellowship and camaraderie with other people around you. That is one reason that I enjoy training in a gym. And my first Mr. America competition, I trained at home in my gym at home. But that was just a preference at that point in time. Most people enjoy being around other people. And when you see other people doing what you want to do, it's a lot easier to get engaged. I always say the hardest time anyone has in any activity is the first 30 seconds.
I believe that. Getting started is so hard.
After the first 30 seconds, you go, I'm here. Okay, fine. Decision's made. And a lot of people, everyone, Karen, wishes for things, okay? Nothing happens with a wish.
Well, that's so true. And then, sometimes you see people on Facebook or Twitter, I started my workout program, 60 days ago, I'm down 4 inches and I've lost 20 pounds. And you're like, oh, if only I had started when they started. So let's talk to those people, Warren Honeycutt, quickly before we run out of time. Yep. Let's say the person over the years has put on, 4 or 5 pounds a year, and all of a sudden they look down and they're 20, 30 pounds, bigger than they ever thought they would be. And not that anybody's kidding themselves so they can get back to their high school weight. But let's say somebody does need to drop a nice little amount of weight, 20, 30 pounds. Where do you start besides first finding out what activity you'd like to do? Is that the path you need to go on?
Well, that's the first thing that I would recommend. The second thing, though, is take a look at your nutrition if you've, over a period of time, gained weight. And honestly, Karen, people can do tremendously more than we think we can. And the body, or rather the mind, always gives out before the body. And so just remember, if it took you 10, 15, 20 years to get that, packing on those pounds and the waistline expanding, it's going to take a little more time than, a week or two in the gym. And we all want things in our society, instantly. Fitness, nutrition should be a lifestyle rather than 90 days and, okay, I've got a six-pack now.
Here's a question for you. Even looking in long-term, how long, for people that you've seen, how long does it typically take for someone's new regimen to become a habit?
Well, it will take most people 3 to 4 weeks for the neurons in the brain to make the connection that this is a good thing to do, and you start to sink it then into the subconscious, Tim. Once it gets to the subconscious, it is a habit.
Okay. All right. Let's get that subconscious working today. Thank you so much, Warren Honeycutt. You're making me feel bad for not having gotten up today at 2:30 and going to work out.
Do it after you get off work, Karen.
There you go. There's a good idea. Because I'll go work out instead of going to the drive-thru. Thank you, Warren.
Thanks, Warren.
Thank you, guys.
That's good. That's a little good way to start our Monday morning.
You could compromise. You could walk through the drive-thru.
I could walk through the drive-thru, except sometimes I think they would just shake your head at you for that. No.
Hashtag child, please.
Right, yeah.